This is just a small city, one of the many small cities in Poland. So nobody can expect much from a small city like this. Obviously, not a lot of good things can happen here. It's just a small city. People live here, people work here. It is as it is. We will try to show few things here, and we chose this location because indeed it was close to other interesting things. It was close to Krakow, it was close to Bielsko-Biała, it was close to Śląsk, it was close to Babia Góra, and close to Tatry. So we could travel relatively easily to other interesting places. But the city itself, it's nothing very special. And after 1 year, what can you say? Are you satisfied with living here?
Living here, we have a quiet life, and yeah, like you said, we can easily go to the big city. Those attractions for us easily accessible. So and we live in countryside.
Almost. Well, I have to say that
Quiet
I'm
life,
very unsatisfied with living in this city for 1 year.
but there are a lot of advantages too. Don't well, it will be, there would have. This is the first place that we live in Poland, so something, yeah, it's a memory.
Right, has to be, yes.
Najlepsze są te teksty, które nie niosą treści. Najfajniejsze te melodie, które nie tworzą pieśni. Najlepsze są te teksty, które nie niosą treści. Najfajniejsze te melodie, które nie tworzą pieśni.
And anyway, so now we are in the main square of the city. This is the center of the
church
city.
is just at a very important place on the center market square.
It's a winter time, just after the so-called Christmas, and there is a ice skiing place for people.
Maybe you recognize that we made a lot of small videos here in the square.
Yeah, we did.
And the city, there is a very famous dessert, which is like 2 layers and 2 layers of cake, or cookies and cream between. Because
Yeah,
it's a
cream
favorite
cake.
dessert of the Pope. That's why they make it a special, what is local special dessert here.
Yeah, it's nothing special in the end, but just a cake.
I believe I've never tried it.
It's quite a nice day today. I have to say that in a nice day, the city looks slightly better.
Just in one corner from the square, market square, we have a street, shopping street. The main shopping street.
The
of the city.
main representative street in the city.
Behind the shopping street, here is the only market street in Wadowice.
Fresh fruits and vegetables market.
Farmers sell the vegetable, fruit here.
Yeah, in the winter there's just a little bit, not too much.
Maybe today is not market day.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if there's a market day in Wadowice. But for sure, in the summertime and
Today is
spring,
not
there's
very
much more
busy.
things. But if anyone wants to buy, more expensive fruits and vegetables,
We bought the cheap strawberry here, but the season very quickly passed already.
right?
Yeah, and I didn't even enjoy much enough as strawberry and cherry. I love so much.
And we got to take a look at bizarre part of the
this
market.
is the most strange and magic thing in Poland, and this really reminds me of China.
Right, let's go through
But
that.
this kind of thing is already disappeared in China. In many places, and you cannot see it in big cities, especially. But here in Poland, it's just everywhere. In Warsaw, in Krakow, and in Wadowice.
Yeah, I don't know how people earn money here. I don't know who comes here to buy anything. But guys, if you want to buy a newest fashion, you come to the place like this.
Is it fashion?
It's not. Just take a look around. All the
Is it fashion?
colors, fabrics, everything, whatever people can imagine.
So I think the city is kind of a holy city in the mind of Polish people, right?
Yeah, people.
I heard the church people, they frequently organize trips to somewhere like this city,
Oh yeah, that's true.
Wadowice, and also Krakow. It's also
The
important,
trips
yeah.
like this, they are called pilgrimages.
Uh-huh.
Peop-
And just like organize a trip for church people.
yeah.
Interesting.
All right, let's go to another place
I
in
love
the
that.
city.
Here is our favorite place in Wadowice, the public library. I came here to borrow books, and I found there are many books in Polish language, of course, because I learn Polish. So I think it's a good way to practice to read books. But I often go to the children department, and
Often,
husband go to adult department.
yeah, we read a lot of books this year.
It's very handy for people to borrow books here, and you don't need too much procedure. You don't have to put your money here as caution.
Money.
Yeah, in China you have to put a lot of money.
In China, if you
as
want to read the
caution.
books, you have to pay. Yes.
But I believe that in the end you can get your money back.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and the library. You see, when I live in Nanjing, the library in the center city, but from where I live, I go to the center city, the library takes 1 hour in metro. It's just like from here to Krakow, right? I borrow a book and I have to go to Krakow. That long distance is not possible.
And here in this small
Horrible.
city, there are two departments of the library in two different locations.
Yeah, that's true. And
So,
there are a lot of options.
so if somebody lives in Wadowice, I recommend to come here and do something useful. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Na listach przebojów królują przyjemne utwory bez treści. Głosujcie na mnie, kochani, kupujcie moje odpusty. Od zbawienia lepsza zabawa. Od zbawienia lepsza zabawa. Najlepsze są te teksty, które nie niosą treści. Najfajniejsze te melodie, które nie tworzą pieśni. Najlepsze są te teksty, które nie niosą treści. Najfajniejsze te melodie, które nie tworzą pieśni.
I am on the stage of the only park in Wadowice. Here is a theater stage, and there are many concert performances taking place here.
Maybe not many, but from time to time there are some. We've been here once.
Yeah, right. There is a tennis playground, and behind is seats for audience, and just a park here. It's a big park for people to walk here every day for everyday entertainment. It's just
Park
interesting
is
that
quite nice.
people don't have to pay for ticket to hear the concert here.
What do you mean they don't have to pay tickets? It's a public space.
Yeah, in China it's not going to happen like this.
So
you have
park
to
is
pay
quite
for
nice
ticket.
in the city, nicer than I would expect. We've been here a few times and we made some videos here as well.
Look here, there is echo. Oh, oh, oh.
So we lived in Wadowice for 1 year. Has anything interesting happened here during this time?
Anything interesting?
You forgot?
We had a concert here. Anything interesting?
You remember when we went for the first time to watch the racing, the ceremony of the opening was here in the city, in the main
Right.
square.
There at the center, just in front of a church, people present all their racing cars there.
Well, there were only few cars, but it was actually quite unexpected and interesting.
Yeah.
What else? Do you remember the Catholic demonstration?
Yeah, there is something like some holiday festival from church, and they organize a big demonstration. They walk in the street with a big group of people. And then there is another constitution. They will have a parade of musicians.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
There was also military picnic.
Right, military picnics, very interesting. We see a lot of weapons and tanks and cars.
So there were few things happening. I would say that
At
for a
least there
small
are
city like
something.
this, it was more than I could expect, really.
Yeah.
But I still don't recommend living in a city like this.
Well, I was thinking that maybe, maybe we can, live in a city. We can make some friends, and maybe our neighbors are friendly. But in the end, we don't find, this.
Our neighbors are mostly stressed because they live in rather stressful conditions, just like we.
Right? Do you think it's because of the environment or because of themselves?
It's because of the situation in the place where we live. But anyway, the bad thing is that in a small city like this, there are no parties. There are no kind of meetings of the young active people. So yeah, that's a not very good thing.
Yeah, so that's a disadvantage of living in small city. That's why people wants to live in Krakow, although it's very expensive to rent apartment, right?
Yeah.
I ten, kto ma dużo, będzie mieć dużo więcej. A temu, kto nic nie ma, wszystko zabiorą. Tak powiada Pismo. Tak powiada Pismo. Najlepsze są te teksty, które nie niosą treści. Najfajniejsze te melodie, które nie tworzą pieśni.
Okay, now let's make a quick conclusion. Wadowica is a small city, and we live here for 1 year, and we already get bored, and we plan to move to another city to try new different things. But still, there are few things that we enjoy. For example, the river and the nature around the city.
The river.
Yes, so people always find a way to survive and to be optimistic no matter what environment they live in. So I recommend people that you try different things when you're tired of with here, and you just go somewhere else. You don't have to be rooted in one place and until the end of your life, right?
All right. So the final evaluation. Do you like Wadowice?
Not too much.
You recommend anyone to move into Wadowice and live here?
Not too much.
Would you recommend the current citizens of Wadowice to move out and look for better place?
Yes. It's even better to live in the mountain.
Yeah, I agree with this evaluation.
Well, this is not negative. I mean,
No, it's positive. It's a good advice.
I
Oh, person's coming.
okay. I'm a little bit, not comfortable with expressing this opinion that I don't recommend people to live in this place, but it's my
make a
true
little space.
feeling.
All right.
It's a true feeling, and I don't want.
Yeah, we have to speak the truth, no matter
I
what.
don't want people to condemn me, to blame me that I said bad things about Poland. It's not bad things. I like Poland. I like living here, and I discovered so many new things that I really like living here. So
Except of Trzebinia.
Trzebinia has its own specialty that attract us.
Okay, we go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Bye bye, Wadowice.
Bye bye.